If you're out in the market looking for a compact SUV and something like the Sonet is a bit too small for you, but something like a Seltos is a bit too large or expensive, what do? Well, the solution to that problem is this, the Kia Syros. Smack in between those two vehicles. Also, not just limited to being in between those two, but if you are looking for a feature-loaded compact SUV, the Syros offers it all. But then again, what does it offer? What are its pros and what are its cons? That's exactly what I'll tell you over the next few minutes. Now let's start off with the design, and the first thing you'll notice about the Syros is the fact that it is unlike anything else out there in this price bracket or two opposing segments. It looks very unconventional, quirky, as some of you might say, and not exactly a design that everyone could fall in love with. But then again, you might love it, you might hate it. But you cannot discount the fact that it's got presence and it will turn heads wherever it goes. So it's got this sharp rake on the hood. Again, a neatly shut off front design, although it's an ICE vehicle, but it's got a design similar to EV, so it looks quite modern and futuristic. Then again, you get these huge headlamps with the triple cluster. That gives it a lot of premium character, and as you move towards the side, you get very nicely designed 17-inch alloy wheels done up in black and a massive glass area, which adds to the premium appeal, along with these flush fitting door handles. And as you move back, you'll see a lot of body cladding, which gives it a bit of dynamic road presence. And at the rear, you again get a very nicely done design, clean, not overdone at all. So no massive chrome, nothing has been done excessively, but it looks really good at the back. And when you add all of this together, you get a compact SUV that really stands out in terms of design. If you want to make a statement in terms of design, I think the Syros does it well. That said, you'll need to decide whether you like it or not, because it might take some time to digest the design. But once you do, I think it'll grow with time. Now, while the Syros might be quirky on the outside, but once you get inside the cabin, you are greeted to a quality that is unmatched in this segment. I don't think any other compact SUV in this price bracket of under 20 lakh gives you a cabin that looks so special. You get a connected screen here, 12.3 inches each side. So the touch screen and the instrument cluster both are 12.3 inches and they work really well. The touch response on this is really fluid. The resolution is crisp and sharp, and it's got wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Along with connectivity, it's a connected car, so you can do a lot of stuff using your smartphone. So that just adds to your overall convenience and vehicle safety. Beyond that, the cabin quality, if you look at the dashboard, the pattern that they've given on the top part is really nice. Even the middle part of the dashboard, all of this interplay between the creases, the color combination comes across as something that has been done up really nicely and gives a very nice premium effect. In the lower part of the dashboard, you get physical buttons for functions including the climate controls, and you also have a 12-volt socket, two Type-C sockets. Along with that, you also have a wireless charging tray for your smartphone. That's not it. The front seats, which by the way have got good amount of cushioning, very impressive side support. Both of these are ventilated. The driver's seat is electrically adjustable, and you get a massive panoramic sunroof on the top variants. So as far as bells and whistles are concerned, I think the Syros has it all covered. But what about the back seat? Let's find out. Now, once you're in the back seat of the Syros, you are instantly greeted to one of the best rear seats in this segment. Well, in terms of space, let's start off with that first. I've got the driver's seat adjusted to my driving preference and I'm 5 feet 8 inches for reference, and you can see I've got loads of space to push my feet forward, lot of knee room to spare, a good amount of headroom. The seat itself is very comfortable, good amount of cushioning, good amount of side support, and almost flat floor means you can have 3 people sitting abreast. You also have a cushion armrest here. That's not it. I'll come back to the seat, but one very unique feature this car has is that while the seats up front in many cars are ventilated, even the rear seats are ventilated. So using this button on the either sides, even rear occupants can have or enjoy seat ventilation. So that really adds to the comfort and convenience of occupants. Beyond that, you get a touch panel here. Using this, you can control the fan speed. There's also a digital display for the air quality. So that's something really useful if you're in cities like Delhi or Bombay where pollution is really high. So you will get to know how clean the air quality is inside the cabin. You also have the rear AC vents along with 2 Type-C charging sockets. And then again, coming back to the seat, well, if you think this is not comfortable enough for long journeys, yes, of course, you can recline it. And I have a better angle. But if this is also not enough, you can go all the way back this much, and along with the space that you have, you get a brilliant, a very comfortable seating position. You can roll up the blinds, have good privacy, and that's it. I mean, that is all you need for a comfortable long journey. And that's exactly what the Syros offers. So now let's talk about the driving performance of the Syros. Well, first of all, the hardware. It comes with 2 engines, a 1-liter turbocharged petrol engine and a 1.5-liter turbocharged diesel engine. The one that I'm driving right now is a diesel unit with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, torque converter unit. With the petrol and diesel both, you can go in for a 6-speed manual, but with the petrol you can also go in for a 7-speed dual clutch transmission if you want an automatic gearbox. So a good range of options that you get with the Syros. And in terms of power, well, 120 PS of power with the petrol engine. The one that I'm driving right now, 115 horsepower, 250 Newton meters of torque. How's it to drive? Well, the Syros is surprisingly good to drive. Now, when you look at it, it doesn't come across as a vehicle that will be very dynamic or fun to drive. But actually, when you start driving it, you realize that it can be quite fun. And, in terms of acceleration of the line, clean. I mean, the lag has been masked really well. Automatic gearboxes with both engines, the torque converter as well as the DCT, work really well. They do the job as expected, and the manual too works well. And in terms of NVH insulation, noise, vibration and harshness, the cabin is really very nicely insulated. As a result of that, even when you're on the highways, like I am right now on an expressway doing expressway speeds, and still almost no sound filtering inside the cabin, be it air noise, tire noise, all of it is well under control. So that's something that adds a lot to the overall premium quality or the premium quotient of the vehicle. In terms of ride and handling, ride quality, I have to say it's fantastic. Just going over expansion joints like we did just right now, or when you're going over nasty potholes, speed breakers, all of it is dealt with in a very confident manner. It sort of just irons out the surfaces, and slow speed, high speed, at both kind of speed, the suspension works really well. So it does a good job of filtering out a lot of those movement or the shock that comes from the speed breakers or from bumps, the surface undulations, and as a result of that, the occupants are very comfortable inside. Handling, very impressive. Now, while it is a very comfortable vehicle, one would expect that maybe there's a compromised setup, but it's not. The Syros doesn't mind being caned around corners. You can throw the Syros around corners at a high speed. Yes, you will be subjected to body roll. That's inevitable. So body roll is there, and a fair bit, but it doesn't go to an extent where you tend to start losing control of the vehicle. So that is something really nice about the Syros. It allows you to have a lot of confidence in the vehicle. The steering gives you a decent amount of feedback. The brakes work well. You also get a good amount of feedback from the brake pedal. And as a result of all of these things, the Syros is not just comfortable, but it is also quite fun to drive. So at the end of the day, should you buy the Kia Syros or not? And who should buy it? Well, if you're out in the market looking for a compact SUV and you want something that really stands out from the crowd of vehicles that are on the road, but at the same time, you want everything. You don't want to compromise on features, be it connectivity, be it ADAS, be it passive safety, like maybe the airbags or the ABS, the traction control, all of it. You want everything. You want convenience features. You want space. Well, that's what the Syros offers. Pretty much everything. Yes, the design might not be up to everyone's taste, but once you get past that, it does make a big statement. And design, again, you might not like it initially. Not everyone might like it initially, but yes, heads will turn no matter where it goes. If you like this video, then please hit that subscribe button, press that little bell icon so that our videos can reach you in the future, and do not forget to share it.